click like and subscribe if you want to join the crew.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Alright, so in case you guys don't know, I'm in the car now heading to the shop. My car is finally being repaired and I'm gonna get a rental car and I plan on giving you guys a car tour. Hopefully I don't get, well I'm gonna be grateful for whatever car I get, but hopefully I get something with a little bit of style, you know, you feel me? Yeah, we'll just see when I get my car. Alright, so I just dropped my car off at the shop. They actually said it might only be a week minimum, but again, they said maybe into next week. But it should be done by the end of the week, hopefully. And now I'm gonna go pick up my new car. Okay, I'm inside the rental car. As you can see, I got my wipes, my mask, other wipes, hand sanitizer is right here in my pocket. I'll give you guys a little car tour in a few. And the car came with 2 keys. So I can go in sport mode. This is sport mode and this is eco mode. Right now I'm just playing. Alright, now that you guys got that nice little B-roll, I'm going to give you guys a full tour of the inside of the car. We're going to start off with, of course, the front seat, driver's side and passenger side. You can see the dash right here, the steering wheel. Now, this front dash actually looks really nice, even from the steering wheel. This design and everything looks really nice. They have a bunch of controls on the steering wheel, as you can see. You can change the volume, talk buttons, and all that. That's going to go along with the receiver, but I'll show you guys that in a sec. Okay, looking at this dash, you can see it's really high tech, and it can also show you which doors and things like that are open from the doors in the trunk, as you can see there when the front door opens. And moving on to the screen, you can also see that they have a new receiver, pretty similar to the one that I have in my car. It's just the face and everything is different. If you want to see a video on that and getting that installed on an older version of a car, I have a video of that as well that you can check out. And the receivers have the Apple CarPlay, so I'll show you guys a little bit of that as well later on in the video. Now, the car actually has this cool push compartment that you can see here. You can open and store things. Of course, you can see the quarter. I store things from when I work Instacart, so I always have the coin or saving receipts for the day in there. It's also a good thing, or you can hide your wallet and stuff like that inside there. And also, when you close it back, it acts as a little dock, so where you can hold your phone if it's charging. Now, the cool feature too with this is their cup holders. You may think this is like a normal cup holder, but these actually have this extra grip inside, so you know your cup is not going to spill if it needs to be larger or smaller, which I like, because sometimes your cup can start rattling around everywhere and you don't want anything spilling in your new car. Now, to the side buttons on the car, there's actually some cool features with the window. Of course, that's basic, the lock, unlock, and the windows. But I think this little mirror adjuster is pretty cool, as you just twist the knob and then you kind of move it around. This is the 2021 Camry, so of course it's like a more high-tech, of course, technology that we have now. So I think that's pretty cool how you can adjust that way compared to the one that you have to do the push button. Yeah, so this one is just all controlled through the knob, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, from the side buttons and the mirror, we're gonna move up to the buttons that are closer on the dash. Now, you can control the trunk and the gas and other features as well. You see these empty blocks, but those are actually for other controls that people have on other models of the car. So when you get them from the dealership, they have all kinds of other features. If you read the manual of different features, add-ons you can put onto the vehicle. So that's what those buttons are for. Those are normally full, but for this feature in this car, we don't have access to some of those other things that the other Camrys may have. Okay, so moving on to the EBrake. As you know, the EBrake, we don't have that pull anymore that used to be down here. We have that pedal that we use. So it's down by the pedal, by the gas and brake, as you can see. So yeah, new high-tech stuff. And speaking of space, it's really spacious with the cup holders. The passenger actually has their own section for a cup holder as well. which comes in handy, as well as my side on the driver's side. There's also one. So there's extra room here and then also on the sides of the door. And like I'm saying, everything in this front is very spacious. It comes in handy. Again, overall, I think the design is really nice. I would actually consider purchasing this for myself. But I do have a dream car, so that's a whole nother story. But the front looks good, as you can see, the interior details and everything. And I can't stress enough how much space this car actually has, from the front and the back. You guys can also see from looking in the back how much room there is. There definitely is a lot of room. Now, let's get on the topic of compartments. For one, there's an extra compartment up here where you can keep your sunglasses and things like that. So if you look up here, you can see, just push and you can take your sunglasses out. There's probably room for a couple pair. You can put 2 in there, which I normally do because they like the space style. Of course, your regular lights there, and then an emergency button, which I will not press because we don't need EMS or anything coming to us. And getting on the topic of compartments and stuff, there actually is a compartment here that you can lift and raise. Now, there's a ton of room for all kinds of stuff. I have my Lysol, hand sanitizer, lotion, antibacterial wipes, and any other things you might want to hide, some snacks or things like that. All of that can fit in here, as well as the wallet and stuff like that. But as you can see, there's a lot of room in here, and as well as that compartment with room for items you can hold, there's also 2 extra USB ports where you can charge phones and extra devices that you might have, and also use them for the passengers in the back side. Okay, now that we got the view from the back side of the front view, let's actually take a look inside the back seat and see what features they have back there. So looking in, the back looks really nice. It's a lot of space. Again, I can't stress that enough, as well as the design and everything. It looks really nice, the interior. Now, the back does have its own secret compartments, again, if you want to call it a secret, but there's an armrest that you can pull down, and there's also those cup holders in there for extra storage for the drinks. And as well as that armrest cup holder, with that being down, you do have a lot of room. But if you don't want to put that down and you still need a place to hold your drink, maybe there's more passengers back there, each side door actually has a part for your cups that you can hold, as well as another compartment underneath where the armrest that we talked about. There's another compartment there where you can probably store your phones or devices that are charging from that USB extra charger that's in the armrest. Now that we're done taking a look at the back seat, let's go ahead and move to the trunk. So as the buttons I showed you before, all you do is press and hold that trunk button and the trunk will pop open. And as you can see again, there is a ton of room in this trunk. Now you can fit all kinds of stuff in here, from the subwoofer, or if you need groceries or things like that, and even luggage if you guys plan on traveling or anything. There's a ton of room. I'm sure you can fit a lot of luggage in there, and a lot of groceries probably too. Now, along with all this extra space inside the trunk, if you think you might need more room, if you want to fit some things, let's say from IKEA, because you know I go to IKEA a lot. I have a lot of vlogs if you guys want to check that out. They'll be in the end cards above. But say you need to pick up a box from IKEA or something, furniture, you need more space, those seats definitely come down. Both 2 sides, they come down, and leaves even more room than what you thought you had. So there's a lot of space back there if you need that. And I'm pretty sure this passenger side can go down. If something's extra long, you can stretch it from the back seat all the way up to the front. And as well as adjusting seats, of course, you can adjust the front driver's side by the normal manual button, sliding it forward, back, up and down. And also that cushion in the back, it can push forward and back for your liking. Now, another cool thing is the shifting that this has. This car does go to eco mode, and I guess if you want to call it a regular mode, and a sport mode, because I believe this is a sports car. So you can switch modes automatically. You don't have to press anything. So as you're driving, it's in, I guess, the normal mode, whatever you want to say. But as soon as you stop pressing that gas and you're staying at a constant speed, it automatically switches to eco mode, which saves you a ton on gas, especially if you're traveling, because sometimes eco mode acts funny when you try to speed up really fast. You can't pick up speed and pressing the gas pretty fast, so that's the whole point of eco mode, saving you gas. But with this one, it kind of turns it off, so if you need to do that, you can, and then it'll go straight back into eco mode so you can keep traveling if, say, you needed to switch lanes or things like that. Now, also, if you wanted to switch and go into sport mode, the gear shifters here, you can just pull it down the drive, switch to the left, and shift up and down, as well as these shifters on the top of the steering wheel, which I thought was pretty cool. I don't know how to drive, if you want to call it a stick or whatever it is that you shift. I don't know how to drive that, so we're just sticking in automatic mode for now. Now, these 2 are my last 2 favorite features of this car. For one, of course, the Apple CarPlay. I have this in my car. I have a video of me installing it on my car if you guys want to check that out as well. And I get a lot of questions on the receiver itself, but this has the exact same thing that I have, but it's just a different screen. It's a screen model for you guys. It's different. It doesn't flip up, but it just stays up like that, and it has exact same features whether you're working with Apple or Android. It has the compatible apps that you can use for music, any directions, or even Audible. You can't do movies or videos. I know a lot of people ask about that. You can't do that, and I'm not sure if they're going to actually add that in there because it could be considered a hazard while you're driving. So that's one feature, but overall I love it. The speakers in this car are also great. Some people have an issue with stock speakers, but being a 2021, I'm pretty sure they put some good equipment inside here, but the speakers sound good. I tried to give you a preview, but I was in my neighborhood, so I didn't want to blast too loud, but a little sneak preview as you saw. And yeah, to me, I love the sound. Everything sounds great. Now, the last thing I want to show you is this parking assist. Now, this comes in handy. So whatever you have on your Apple CarPlay, whatever else you're playing at the time, as soon as you switch that gear in reverse, it automatically goes to that backup camera, and there's a parking assist on there as well. And the car gives you all kinds of alerts, whether you're going to hit something or if you need a brake. They tell you the stop sign, yield. And as it just popped up, it told me my fuel is low, so I think I need to head to the gas station now before I go out anywhere. But yeah, let me give you guys a quick little tour and show you guys how this parking assist works. All right, so I'm pretty sure you guys have seen parking assist, but as you can see, I'm gonna put the car in reverse, and let me show you again so you can see the camera. Put the car in reverse, and that's how it pops up, and it actually gives you a little guide. So yeah, that's going to wrap up this little car tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment, let me know. I think this car is actually great. Again, this is my rental car because my car is getting fixed. But this is actually a car that I would consider purchasing. Even my parents, I showed them the car and picked them up and showed them. They actually really like this car as well. And thinking about getting themselves maybe a Camry, who knows. But if you're interested in buying a new car, I think this Camry definitely is worth it. These newer cars are having so many features. It's so cool. But my time is coming to an end with this car, so I need to go put some gas in it and then go pick up my car. And then okay, so yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this tour portion. For those of you guys that came to this vlog to see the tour of the car, this portion is now done, but you can stay tuned to see the next story that I'm gonna tell you about how Enterprise tried to charge me some extra money for this car. And also, my car finally got fixed back from December when I got into an accident. So yeah, that's a whole nother story. If you haven't seen any of those videos, you can check it out from before. But let's go put some gas in and pick up my car. I'm back in my car. It's hot. I just put a full tank of gas in that Camry, and now I'm only back on 2 bars. Bro, I don't miss that part. And I'm all plasticed up. Alright, y'all, I'm here about to drop the rental car off. So, you guys are back for the vlog to hear my little story. I just picked up my car. My mom was over there backing in, and she just went out about 4 or 5 times trying to back in. Look at her. Yeah, so while she's trying to back in, let me tell you what happened. I woke up to alerts on my car that they kept trying to charge me for extra days. First off, when I first got the car, they put it for 1 day, and then I was wondering why they did that, but then they called back the next day because I was supposed to switch my card on file, and they said Geico extended it to the 24th. So without me doing anything, they've been going back and forth with each other, but they said till the 24th, or basically until my car was done. So I assumed they did that they would contact back and forth again when they needed another extension, because the car people were relating them, letting them know if it was done or not. Apparently, I don't know what Enterprise was doing. They didn't do any of that. Enterprise never contacted me for anything, or the Geico didn't for anything. And basically, they tried to charge me for extra days, saying that I had the car. It was due on the 24th. It is now like the 26th or 27th. So they tried to charge me for those days, which is not true. I called. They were going to say they sent an email so they won't get upper management or whatever. But I did contact my insurance, and they extended the day. I found out actually until tomorrow, because it turned out they actually contacted them and told them my car was ready today, this morning. So yeah, I'm gonna go in now and make sure they don't try to charge my extra car, because I did have a deposit on there for one, and they try to charge me for all this extra stuff which shouldn't be on there. But I'm gonna go see. And my statement, actually, it cost $1,000 to fix my bumper. So yeah, that's what's going on, and I'm gonna make sure they're not trying to charge me for nothing else. So let's go inside and we'll find out after. The next time you see me, I'll be back in my baby. Alright, update to show you guys. The bumper is fixed. As you can see, that whole part was off too before, and they had to replace that light too. So all that has been, the whole bumper was replaced, and then it had paint on it too. Alright, now that I'm back home, you guys seen the car actually got fixed. Everything looks great. They did the paint and a whole new bumper replaced, like I said, and the light and everything. So that looks great. As far as the rental place, everything was taken care of. I just had to basically pay for the insurance that I had on the car, just in case, you know, I got into an accident or anything. That's the only thing that wasn't covered during my regular insurance. So I had to get another insurance, you know what I'm talking about, from Enterprise. So yeah, everything worked out perfect. All of my other stuff, deposit and everything, came from the back of the car. It was great. So as of now, I'm back in my car. I left my car. The only thing I was mad about was I had to put gas back in after I just filled up that other tank, so my pockets was a little hurt, but we're gonna move past it. But yeah, that's gonna wrap this video. Hope you guys liked the little tour, my little vlog about what's going on. So if you don't know what exactly happened to my car, why this was such a big deal, make sure you check out my video. You can see either in the end cards or from one of the cars above, and you guys can check out what happened when I got into an accident. But yeah, like I was saying, you guys can check out those videos. Again, they'll be somewhere up there. And check out the links down below so you guys can purchase your merch from my site. I have all new shirts and things like that, so you guys can see a nice little sweatsuit. And pretty soon I'm gonna have some summer things up there, so stay tuned for that. But again, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.